Hey Cancer, welcome to your mid-month reading. Thank you for joining me, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. It means the world to me. All right, so let's get into your reading. I have 9 cards already shuffled and pulled, and then we'll go ahead and clarify the 9 cards as we go around again. All right, so we start with the moon. You can see it right up here. We have the moon here. So Cancer, have you been feeling like you've been going crazy? Because if that's the case, if you feel like you've been reaching a state of lunacy, you're not. So rest assured you're not crazy. That everything that you've been feeling in your past, everything that's been kind of coercing through your intuition has been spot on. The moon shows up in the reading for me is sometimes when we have anxiety, and it can be an illusion, it's a false illusion. So our anxieties are there for no reason. However, sometimes these anxieties resurface or come to the surface for us because there's something that we need to listen to. And others might think we're being crazy. We might think we're being crazy. But for this situation, you're not. You followed your intuition and you're not crazy. So the second card in is the Devil. So I think you had an idea that there was possibly a toxic situation here with somebody or whatever situation you were involved in. I think your own body was telling you that something wasn't right. Okay, this person, this thing, situation kind of had a hold on you. And when we start obsessively thinking about something, it's usually because something's not right, right? When something's right and it feels good, we don't necessarily obsess about it. We don't feel like we are clinging to something. And as Cancers, you can sometimes do that, cling to an idea or a person or a situation. Here I think it just tells the story where your intuition is right on about a certain person or situation, and it wasn't exactly healthy, and it was keeping you right in place. The wings, I don't even know why the Devil has wings there, because he's not going anywhere. You were kind of being guided to just stay put. And I think you wanted something more, and that's being illuminated by the sun. All was revealed. The truth came out. The light of the situation was exposed. Thank God, because I think this set you free. Because these are 3 major arcanas in a row, tells me that this is a pretty significant situation. That's a changeover into having learned a valuable lesson. If not a lesson, it was just a powerful moment or time in your life with this person or situation, the Devil energy. With the sun, as we come out of it, as you can see the child riding on the horse, your life, your days, your mind, your behaviors, everything will get lighter because of this. The sun is warmth and growth and positivity. You might have been dealing with a Leo who didn't treat you fairly or whatever. It's possible, but signs to me don't necessarily matter so much in readings. Then it's what you take from it. So there has definitely been something that's opened up. The light has been exposed on this situation or person, and you've had a feeling for a long time what was going on. So now you're here, Cancer. You're seated in your power. You probably are very proud of yourself because the Queen of Cups just knows. She just knows. I always say if Queen of Cups was brought into a justice system and had to prove something, she would probably lose because the Queen of Cups only knows on feeling, and you can't really prove feelings. Whatever was exposed maybe just kind of exposed itself, but you just had this feeling all along. So, as you sit here in this energy, be thankful that you were able to feel your way through. Know this. Trust yourself. I mean, Cancers don't easily trust themselves because I think they more so tell themselves that, like, oh, I'm crazy. I'm just, thinking wrong thoughts. This isn't really happening. But this time I think you really were loyal to yourself and how you felt, which is really great because I think that brings you into the Nine of Pentacles. This is a new person. This is who you are. You stepped into this new role. Independent, successful, you see your self-worth now. This isn't an easy stage to get to. But I think this is why these three major arcana show up, and this is why it's so significant, because this is your new role in life. You're taking on the Nine of Pentacles qualities. And with the Nine of Pentacles, she knows her self-worth. She feels abundant. She has everything she needs. She doesn't need to gravitate toward the energy of the devil that doesn't really support her, doesn't value her, doesn't give her what she needs. The glass is kind of half empty. All right, the Queen of not the Queen of Pentacles, I'm sorry. The Nine of Pentacles, this is your new role. This is who you become. So enjoy it, flaunt it, be in all her glory. Because now you're fighting with some conviction. Now you're putting your energy where it deserves to be. You have the power behind your energy with the Nine of Pentacles and the Sun. The fire is there. Now you're on top of your game and you know how to defend yourself. This is somebody who can stand their ground. They know what they're fighting for, right? And what you're fighting for maybe is stability. It could be wealth, greater fortune, whatever the King of Pentacles appears to you as, is symbolic as. If this is a man or woman, better career, you're driven toward it. Okay, and maybe it could be new love because we have the Lovers right here. It doesn't have to be. I also see the Lovers as a card of self-unification. You're balancing out your own ways of coming into harmony with yourself. Because as we go down the line here, we have the Devil, which is opposite, really, of the Lovers. This is fulfillment. This is love and beauty and harmony and grace and giving and taking, receiving and giving. Where this is not. This is kind of holds you down, glass half empty. It's restriction, confinement, little to no growth, illusions, obsession. So as you make your way down here, you're falling into more of a stable way of behaving, of being, or maybe there is now you're allowing some new energy to come through as you drop the burden of the past. Okay, it's very important that this Ten of Wands gets put behind because this was a heavy burden, right? It was gross. You didn't need it. You didn't want it anymore, right? And you felt it. You knew it didn't belong there. You knew it. You knew it. So good for you. All right, so let's go in and clarify these. We have the Moon card first. So this was everything you thought was an illusion, but your intuition told you that you weren't crazy. You are not crazy, Cancer. You are not crazy. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. As you were sifting through something that didn't feel right to you, you were trying to make sense of it. I always see the Seven of Pentacles like when you're connecting the dots. I think this happens a lot in situations with the Devil, where it might be very obvious to outsiders. Our friends and family might say, I knew for 2 years that person wasn't good for you. But it takes you a long time to connect the dots and make sense of it. And I think sense is the operative word here, because you had to use a different kind of sense. You couldn't use like logic or anything grounded because it wasn't showing you its true face. Right? I think you had to evaluate it for yourself, and it took time and a little effort. Okay? But that's okay. Sometimes things take time and effort. It's just the progress and the process of things. You had to process this relationship or situation in order to come to the other side of it, to exit it. What is this devil energy? What is this devil energy? Okay, we have the star here. This is a card of Aquarius. You could have been dealing with an Aquarius. But for me, I love this card so much, and it's not just because she's Nikki. The star card, it's you're cleansing yourself. You're coming out of a toxic situation. And the cleansing comes in so many different ways. The situation, which to me was something dirty, okay? So now you're going through this purification process. It's this rebuilding of your life right now. You're creating new energy. You're moving on to better relationships. Her nudity suggests purity, and the innocence of who we are at our truest selves. And you're coming out of a very maybe dark, could be dangerous, could be violent, and whatever the situation is for you. And it's going to take time to be fully emerged from the situation as feeling more intact. It takes time. So the star card is here as, guidance, as your spiritual energy showing you the way to some kind of higher power and awareness. This keeps us in lockdown. As I say that, we're in quarantine, but you are being guided by the star. This is a beautiful card of nourishment, support, positivity, encouragement. So you're really being encouraged to leave this role and this behavior behind. Because as this new energy comes in, you're going to develop more of a sense of having it all. You're going to develop this sense of enrichment. Childish, kind of like this nature of wanting to just be alive and renewed. Let's clarify the sun, which is so refreshing to see this card after the devil. Knight of Rods. So this is fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. The Knight of Rods can sometimes be seen as this in and out quality, the kind of playboy, just around for the fun of it. This could have been a person that you were dealing with. So we have two fire signs right here. It looks like they are kind of going off the board this way. So hopefully this person will have left for good. If this was somebody who was holding you back and not living up to their promises or their potential, the Knight of Rods can sometimes be a little half-assed. In other cards, you see that he has the little lizard on his cape that's half closed. So that shows that he's not fully completed, that he's kind of haphazard and drifting in and drifting out and not fulfilling his mission. Or this can be you, Cancer. This can be you taking on a new passion, being motivated to jump on your horse and, as I say, jump on your horse, like literally right there. You're right there for some kind of more fiery energy that's going to get you moving. It's like the fuel. I always say like this is like, I love fire energy because it really gets you moving. And at times I feel like you need to put a break on that energy, like it's too much. But in this case, because you're being backed by the sun and you have all this, this dark energy behind you, move forward with, the power of your own motivation to get out of a situation. Okay? And here we have you, Queen of Cups right here, doing what you've had to do for yourself. This is using your intuition, self-care, self-love, a lot of self-love and understanding, acknowledgement of your own self-worth, which again brings you to this Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Honey, the other, I really shuffled up this deck a lot. So, but you got these two cards on the same, on top of each other, just like in the reading before for, what was it, Aquarius. So these are strong, feminine, powerful energies, okay? So we have the Queen of Cups. This is knowing and being in your element. And then we have the Queen of Swords, who learns from her past experiences. She's somebody who is very perceptive and will cut you out if she feels it's necessary. Once she is able to get some insight into the truth of the situation, she makes her decision. And I think this person up here really needed to be cut out. The Queen of Swords is somebody who also knows herself. She's wise, and she's determined to get what she needs and wants for herself. So, and I think that's why you have this beautiful Nine of Pentacles right here. Nine of Pentacles, please. The Hierophant. So, Cancer, I think this is a well-deserved card, because I think these two ladies, these lovely ladies right here, you've had faith in yourself. This shows an abundance of loyalty and faith and knowing that in your power that something wasn't right, that you weren't being fulfilled, and you wanted to create more of a constructive relationship or situation for yourself. You've always had the keys to unlock whatever mystery this was. Okay, this is a card of mystery, kind of deception, and you had faith in yourself that you were telling yourself the truth, that you weren't loony, that you weren't crazy, right? It's this belief that you know yourself best. And as much as other people could have said, no, everything's fine, or that other person, maybe the devil even, who said, no, everything's fine, everything's great. You kind of knew, you had faith that, no, this isn't the way a Nine of Pentacles female is treated. You knew better than that. And this is why you get the Major Arcana right on top of that, is because you trusted in your own self-worth. Seven of Pentacles, please. The Tower. Okay, so the Tower is all about revisioning. It brings things down in your life. It makes it crumble, whether it's emotional upheaval, a breakup. It could manifest as anything. And whatever, I think this is a card that has already cracked open. I think this has already happened, or is happening, as you fight for something. You have the conviction now to go after something. And I think you're going to shake it up a little, right? You rather shake it up than have something shake you up, right? The two people have already fallen from the Tower. I think we've acknowledged that already. But on the other side of this Tower, I really think that you're creating a shakeup in your life with this new Nine of Pentacles energy. Okay, you're really showing the world what you're made of. And this isn't a threat. It's not a threat to violence or anything like that. It's that you can stand your ground. And I think maybe you shocked the shit out of a couple people, as this tower came down. I don't think this person or the situation, these people, really think you were capable of being this fierce and this passionate about where you stood. I don't know what exactly you said or did, but this is definitely a card of holding your ground and being true to yourself. And I think it created quite a flurry. I think some people in this situation, people, got a little shook up. So, it's always, it's not a bad thing to shake things up sometimes. Sometimes that's exactly what's needed for yourself and for others. But I think you really needed to do that for yourself. I think in shaking it up, you prove to yourself what you're made of. King of Pentacles. What is this King of Pentacles? Five of Cups. So as I say, you really showed him what you were made of. We received the Five of Cups, which is about grief, loss, regret. And I think this is on both ends. So starting with the situation or the other person, yeah, sure, I think this person regrets it. I think he or she is in their feels and, looking down at those 3 cups and feeling sorrowful, as he or she should. But that's okay. That's not your problem anymore. The tower is in the background too, so it had been waiting there. It was always there. It was going to come down anyways. And if this person didn't feel it or see it, well, then I guess he or she doesn't have very good long-term vision. So, but on the other case, this being you, even though you're standing, as they say, in your power, and you've kind of set this new energy, you kind of set the tone for yourself, I still think there is a little bit of sadness here, because nobody wants to have to get angry. Nobody wants to have to really put their foot down, and nobody really has to or want to, seek such truth out and find something out about somebody. Like, nobody wants to be in that energy. But so it's a little disappointing that it didn't work out. But there's 2 cups back here, and I love the way this artist made this card, because visually your eyes are attracted to these 2 cups. So that tells me that, there's more to this card than just sorrow and sadness and disappointment. That really, it's a card about new things coming, better things coming for you, and which is obviously this King of Pentacles. So this can be a person, somebody who is really stable, financially, emotionally, whatever it might be. This could be a job. Like I always say, you read the situation as you need to. The King of Pentacles is a giver. Okay, he is abundant. He's got it all going on. So I think that's what you have coming toward you. Okay, because then it's being also, you have the Lovers right here. So this is really a complete 180 or 160, whatever the complete turnaround. The complete turnaround we have here, which is so exciting for you, Cancer, because, a lot of times you put your heart on the line and it just doesn't work out. But it's not you who loses in the end. And we have the 8 of Wands. So this is, you're in your flow. You're in your flow. You're feeling good. It could be more communication, but I don't really see necessarily communication here. I think for this to be clarifying, the Lovers card, I think that there's swift change in a new direction. Like I just said, there's a turnover. We go from the Devil to the Lovers. So that's probably what I'll call this video, like the turnover. And so live in this flow. Go with this fiery energy, because it's only going to bring in and manifest something more than you could ever maybe even imagine. After coming out of this, it's hard to imagine the brilliance that life could actually bring to us. But the Eight of Wands, it might come in fast and strong and swift, and get ready for some new, beautiful, bountiful energy. And we have the Ten of Wands, which is really just the whole culmination of events. And it's just a completion. The Tower came down, you reached a completion with something. You're now able to drop all these wands because you have sifted through the whole experience. You know now what is coming for you on the other side of those 10 wands. One more shuffle. Okay, and we have the Five of Pentacles, which talks about the situation, right? It didn't bear any fruits. This is the situation you were in with the person. Kind of held you there. It was toxic. It was misery loves company card. That's what it stands for me. It's poverty, and it was too much. And you could feel it, This person that you were dealing with could have put on a smile and, showed the happy face. But underneath it all, I think there was a lot of, I don't want to say manipulation necessarily, but there was just maybe just immaturity. There wasn't any growth. There was something holding you back, But it was out of 10. It came to its final destiny, and that was it. And it's done. It's kaput, as I always say. Okay, but you have a new role in life now. You have a new role in life, and you've managed to stand your ground and move on, and that's terrific. So, Cancer, welcome to your new self. This is a beautiful, beautiful day for you. Okay, Cancer, well, thank you for your mid-month reading. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. I appreciate all your support.